Hi, my name is Alyssa Novak, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite brain part, which is the amygdala. It's super small, as you can see in the picture, but it plays a big role in our functions. So, starting off, the name amygdala was actually derived from a Greek word, which means almond. This helps to describe its shape and structure. It's very small, as you saw in the first picture, and it's part of a bigger limbic system. Its main function is processing our emotions. This is mainly fear and our fight or flight response, but it also helps with emotional learning. It works closely with another part of the brain called the hippocampus. The hippocampus is what stores memories, but the amygdala adds the emotions to them so that you're able to remember moments more vividly. However, most people recognize the amygdala as processing fear. It triggers our fight or flight response. So if you feel threatened by something or you hear a loud noise and you feel fear or startled by it, that's the amygdala being activated. It also responds to the presence of reward. So it's not just negative emotions, it's also positive. And most people have two of them, one on the left and one on the right hemisphere. So the left and right amygdala each play different roles. The left one is how we learn from fear or stressful situations that we're in. It also processes verbal information and processes our positive and negative emotions. The right one is detecting the original fear and how we respond to it. It also triggers our stress response, processes visual information, and retrieves memories. The amygdala is made of neurons and glial cells. These each play different parts. So, the neurons are responsible for sending electrical and chemical signals throughout your brain and nervous system. And then the glials take over from there and take care of the neurons by doing maintenance and other critical support tasks on and around the neurons. And then the neurons clump together to form fibers, which then clump together to form nuclei. And your amygdala consists of 13 nuclei total. As with any other part of your brain or body as a whole, there is the possibility for abnormalities or damage to the amygdala. So, if this happens, it interferes with a person's ability to respond to dangerous situations appropriately. If they're in a stressful or dangerous situation, they may not even show fear or know how to respond to it. Um, in less severe situations, it may even disrupt their ability to understand social cues and recognize emotion in others. It can also show symptoms of autism spectrum disorder if there are abnormalities in the structure or connections of the amygdala. So, one example that I found in real life of damage to the amygdala was a study done on a subject, SM. She had damage to the amygdala on both sides of her brain from a disease. The disease caused calcium deposits to form and cause lesions on her amygdala. And because of this, she had little to no symptoms of fear, but was still able to experience other emotions like joy and sadness. And I just thought this was really interesting since the amygdala is so tiny, but it really impacted her ability to not even show fear in dangerous situations. So, wrapping this whole presentation up, I chose the amygdala as my favorite brain part because I think it really shows how complex our brain really is. It's interesting to me that something so small plays such a huge job in our brains. It connects many of our different experiences like fear, stress, excitement, sadness, and it all comes back to this one tiny part in our brains. And specifically for me, I'm a very sentimental person, And I love looking back at the memories that I've made, and it wouldn't be possible without the amygdala.